Hi, I'm Caitlin and welcome back to Old Fashioned Graces. Today's subject is a no spend month challenge for the month of June. If you follow along on my blog, you will see that for the month of January I did a no spend challenge. And I found it a great exercise, and it was definitely difficult and challenging. But it was also a lot of fun to just challenge myself in a new. We are a single income household, but this last week my husband actually quit his job so we can pursue farming full-time, homesteading full-time for the summer. So he is doing side work, but we have no steady income at the moment. It is just whatever side work he can pick up and whatever we can do to make our farm / homestead profitable. So I thought, what better timing than to do a no spend? For us, doing no spend months in the summer is actually easier than in the winter because of all the things that we have going on and all that. We have no family birthdays other than my mom's in the month of June. No major holidays. We are starting to get some stuff off our garden. We'll be getting some peas off, radishes. We're already picking our sorrel, and our chickens are laying really well. We're getting milk from our cows, and we have a freezer full of meat. Now, maybe June does not work for a no-spend month for you. Maybe it's another month, but I would highly, highly recommend trying it out for 1 month this summer. I'm going to share what my rules are, but obviously your life is different, so your rules are going to be a little bit different. This is my grocery budget for the month, $100. So this is all the groceries, all the household stuff, any random clothes that the kids need, all that. This is what I have to spend this month. You think I can do it? I think I can. So like I said, we have a freezer full of meat. We have milk cows, so we are getting all of our own milk. Now, right now we are not producing all of our own dairy, but we are getting a lot of milk, so I could do more of that. I might try my hand at some more cheese making. And we have egg laying chickens, so we have that. We'll be getting some fresh produce off our garden. So it is totally doable for us. It is going to be tight. It means eating less fun things like cheeses and all that than we prefer. That's no extra treats when we're at the grocery store. But we feed about 7 to 8 people is what our grocery budget is for. So right now we have 4 kids. I'm pregnant with the 5th. And then our niece lives with us part-time. And we frequently have siblings or friends over, so that kind of plays into our grocery budget. Also, we're all big eaters, so we go through a lot of food. So that is $100 for all the food, cleaning products, miscellaneous clothing items that we need, miscellaneous like office supplies that we might need. Any of that is included in the $100. So our goal is to grow the farm as much as we can this year. So that means things like increasing fencing, putting in the garden, raising a lot of animals, all that stuff. So any fencing supplies, any animal feed, any milk filters or milking equipment that we need, all that is not included and will be spent during the month of June. But the goal is to keep expenses as low as possible. So technically I am allowed to shop, but it would have to come out of the $100. So we're talking like I'd have to find something for like $2 that I really, really liked. I am going to limit myself to no online shopping or window shopping for the month of June. It's just kind of pointless. I'm not going to be spending any money, so I'm not going to be doing any of that. If we have a gift card, I am allowed to use that. So we have a gift card to a diner that's just down our road. So my husband and I might pick up some food from there for a date night during the month. And I got given an Amazon gift card, so that might get spent during this month. But that's it. So gift cards and $100 plus covering our bills. So our farm is paid off, which if you want to learn how we paid off $155,000 in 2 years as a single income family, as someone who works in the trades, let me know down below. I'd love to share that story. It was really difficult, but I'm so glad we do it. That's the only way we are able to be in the position that we're in right now. But we have no mortgage, but we do have to pay homeowners insurance, obviously, property taxes. We have to pay auto insurance and gas, electric, internet, phones, trash pickup, all that stuff. So that stuff will still be happening. Our health insurance. Actually, we have a Christian ministries sharing thing, but still same thing. All that still has to be paid. But for groceries / household, we are going to keep it to $100. I'm also going to try to limit my driving as much as possible. Partially because there's so much work that needs to be done on the farm. So the more I'm on the farm, the easier it is to get that work done. And also because that is another savings. Just using less gas. At least in the personal vehicle. The tractors will be using a bit of gas this month. I'm also canceling or pausing any subscriptions I have. So I canceled my Canva Pro account, which I really enjoyed, but at this point it doesn't really make sense financially. I paused my Audible subscription. So yeah, no subscriptions. We don't have any streaming services or anything like that. Trying to keep any costs to the bare minimum possible. So my goal for this is to save money. We have a nest egg, which is what has allowed my husband to quit his job. But our goal is to be able to not touch that nest egg and instead use it for a down payment for property behind us, which would double the size of our farm, which would be so cool. But we can only use it for a down payment on more property if we don't have to spend it this summer. So my goal is to not be able to touch that. And one of the ways we're going to do that is do this no spend month challenge. Please comment below if you're going to be joining me and what your rules are. I would love to see, or if you're going to be doing this another month. The other thing I should mention for our grocery budget is we are a family with food issues. Sorry for my baby that you hear in the background. Well, I guess she's a toddler now. Sorry for the toddler you hear in the background. We are a family that has food intolerances and food allergies, so we do have to be pretty careful about what we eat. We can't eat any corn, any MSG, food dyes, bananas, avocado. So that definitely, impacts what we can eat. We can't just do popcorn for dinner, although I would love to, because we can't eat corn, which really stinks, but it is what it is. So join us for the no spend challenge, and I can't wait to hear from you guys how you guys do. I will probably post an update partway through June, and then obviously at the end of June / beginning of July, I will do a recap, how it went, did I keep to my $100 budget, all that good stuff. We will definitely do a recap. If you're interested in seeing what I spent on my groceries, let me know. I'm going to stock up on just a few things before the month starts. I did get 50 pounds of potatoes recently, so that will get us for a while. And like I said, we have the meat and dairy and eggs, so we can do this. No spend challenges are a great way to help live on one income. So please join me in this. Then for the month of July, we are going to do a savings challenge. So comment below your favorite savings challenge if you have one. And if not, I can't wait to see you next time. God bless. Bye.